Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Best Iowa Cleaning Podcast, where we have the cleaning solution that you need and that you deserve. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Ryan.
Great to have you back with us. I want to give Ryan a little thank you for fixing up our social media and being kind of that marketing partner. I have a lot of crazy ideas. Ryan is the one that brings me back to earth.
And sometimes I just let you run free. And
yeah, that's true. And this is one of those moments. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah,
I enjoy this. Yeah.
So we've been working on collectively getting like Facebook and our Google My Business page really connected and all the information straightened out in the same. And that's been very helpful to have Ryan. And I feel like we could talk about Google My Business and how that's important, but we're not gonna discuss that. We're actually talking about systems. So your cleaning business, if you're outsourcing or if you have a cleaning company that comes in, how systems are very important and what to look out for to have a successful cleaning program wherever you are.
Yeah.
So, and even before we discuss this, I wanted just to have an early congratulations because I think when this comes out, Ryan will already have his fifth child, a boy. So I wanted, and it hasn't happened yet, but tell the Night Shift family some details on that.
Yeah. Yep. So Angie is just so ready to have this baby boy. So, and I think he's probably going to be a big one because the other one's very big. So, yeah, right around the 8, 9, 10 pound marks.
Very good. That's a healthy child.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't mind sharing the name. So we think there could always be a change. It hasn't happened yet, but we think we're going with Everett David Brown.
That's great. Everett David Brown.
That's
I
right.
like that. I like that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of awesome men in our lives named David. So my dad, her stepdad's middle name, and an uncle in the family too. So
great.
Yeah.
Well, early congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing with the Night Shift family.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to dive right in. So we collectively, Night Shift has a lot of different customers of all shapes and sizes. We do once a week. We do 5 times a week. And one specifically that really requires a lot of systems is the schools that we serve. We serve 2 schools locally, and one of the biggest struggles that they were having is staffing evening cleaning.
Yes.
And so we got into one, we figured it out, we got some systems in place to make it really efficient and effective, and then we got the call to take on another one. Same thing, both places took some figuring out, and now I believe that we are smooth sailing, but it's because of those systems that makes it all work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can speak to those. So you want to do 5 systems tonight?
Let's do 5 systems that can really help out your cleaning program if you're running in-house or you're looking to hire a cleaning company like ours. Some things to look out for and maybe some questions to ask as you're going through the bidding process. These are questions that I wish that more people asked. The more open you are in communication, even discussing your pay structure, I feel like really puts people at ease and it helps them to trust you and to know that you're not taking advantage of them, that you have their best interest at heart.
Yeah, I think that's been the most eye-opening thing for any potential client that we've met with and talked with. I think sometimes they're shocked that you would be so open about that, and I don't think there's any reason not to be, unless you are trying to do something the opposite. So
I completely agree with you. Yeah. So we'll start it off. So system number 1 is obviously you have to have a hiring system because we've got between the 2 schools we've got 8 employees. Yeah. And so that obviously each of those employees are working multiple hours an evening, Monday through Friday, and it takes a lot of coordination to get that schedule to work. And you also want to keep a rotation going in a hiring system or a hiring funnel to make sure that you're funneling new employees, constantly training, and getting just having people ready just in case.
You're right, because we do have long-term employees. In fact,
we do
some from the beginning, the start of the cleaning at the schools. But just in case. Like you said, sometimes people move on to bigger, better things, and we, we applaud them whenever that happens, and we're ready to hire the next amazing cleaner that comes in.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, I found it's more, sometimes it could be medical, it could be a family member, maybe they move out of the area. These are things that happen in life for everybody, and that's really what you want to prepare for, because you hate to lose anybody, but when they do move on, hopefully it's on good terms, and they're going on to something bigger and better, or they're moving to a warmer state, let's hope,
Right.
Yeah. So no pun intended there, but it's we always wish them well, but also we have to make sure that things are seamlessly taken over, so that the customer doesn't notice that anything's different.
Exactly, and within all of this, not running on a skeleton crew just to save a few bucks is so important.
Yeah.
We've got an appropriately staffed team where if somebody's out, another person can help cover their section.
Yes.
So that's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, and it's something that we bring up in the interviews. We want to make sure that everybody on the team is giving wholeheartedly and able to jump in and help when that need arises, when that happens. So, yeah. And things have been really working out great as far as that goes. So that's system one. Let's get into the second. I believe, well, if you're going throughout the process of hiring first, the next system that's the most important would be training. And I believe that training doesn't ever end. I'm going to add something with the training that is not part of the system, and this is a pure bonus. We're going to save this for the end. But the second one is training. So there's a lot of different types of training that we go through. There's some video training. Wes, hello, shout out to Wes. We did some video training on how to clean out a mini split heating and cooling system at one of our locations. And it's the best way that we can teach how to, get the filters out, to wash them, to dry them, and put them back in. Seems like a simple thing. You could probably Google it, but you need to have a reoccurring system that can be duplicated if someone else is in the location. So that was very helpful.
Yes, it was.
We also have something called 0 to 30 trainer. And every employee that comes in to our office for that second interview, we then bring in for a work with interview and start them working with someone who has been working for 30 days, and then they're able to take on the new applicant or the new hire and train them.
Yeah, it's a continual system of training.
Yes.
And I love it because if there's somebody who's never been in a position where they've been able to train somebody else, that's a really cool feeling of responsibility that they may never have had before.
Absolutely, it is.
And it's also something that you can take with you and put on your next resume, on your resume for the next opportunity that you get.
Yep.
I think it's all around just a great thing.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. And so after the training being the second, the third we're going to talk about is that constant follow-up. So you need a supervisor, you need a way to check work. So I'm actually going to add, this is to the follow-up, but a checklist. And so in SWEPT, it allows you to create a checklist, and it actually allows, after each task is complete, to check off that box that task is in. So you go in and you clean the bathroom, you check off the box, and you clean the floor here, you do this, and anyways, you go through that order, but then there's got to be a way to check up and make sure that things are working okay. So we do have the employees cross-examine each other's areas and leave positive feedback. And so that's our way of making sure that all areas are taken care of at all times. And I will say that sometimes it's hard because if someone's not pulling their weight, really hard to get the team to be honest and give honest feedback, because they don't want to hurt each other's feelings. And I think the way that Ryan and I have approached this is, having kindness is one of our core values, and it is not kind to share with someone that their area is not up to expectation. It's just not. So having those conversations and actually taking that individual aside and saying, hey, look, we really care about you, and we care about the school, and we want to make sure that we're giving wholeheartedly. But this is not that, and let's get there.
Yeah,
That helps.
and that also opens the door for more conversation or team caring about each other and seeing if there's an issue.
Yeah.
And that's usually the lead in is you're like, hey, is something going on? Is there something that's troubling you right now?
Yeah.
So, and that really opens the door for that next part of the conversation. It's like, oh, that makes complete sense because I've just kind of noticed, there's been some things left on the table.
Yeah.
And yeah, we teach our staff to be just fearless on having that conversation and knowing that we all care about each other and it's going to turn out well.
And that's another one of those marketable skills that we pick up where you take it to your next job and, hey, now you're in communications,
Yeah.
because that's really tough to have those hard conversations. But to do it in a positive, kind way where you actually get a result, that's a high level paying position.
It is. It's a high level skill. It really is.
It is, yeah, for sure. Yep. And so system number 4. This one is one of my favorites. It's just Ryan does it. We've got a few other on the team. They'll bring product in, and based on some communications in the cleaning app that we use, he's able to see what the school needs and bring it in and make sure that supplies are ready to go for the team.
That's right.
And when they know that you're coming in, it's almost an excitement thing. Like, yes, we're a vacuum broke down, we need to replace it, or something gets clogged, it needs to be fixed. Whatever it might be, it does create some positive feedback, encouragement, gets them what they need to do the job well.
Yeah,
it's just an all-around good system.
Exactly, and I get the chance to see my awesome team, so
yeah,
always love that.
Yep. And I would say too that when you come in, it's even for me, it everybody wants to come in and say hi, and yeah, it is really a positive thing. So
yeah.
And we love to see all of our team when we come in. So system number 5, and then I'm going to give you that bonus information that honestly will change the game for your program if you implement this, because it's the most important. But system number 5 is having good equipment to work with and making sure that you have a plan to replace, a plan to get supplies in quickly, because obviously at a big location like that, they burn through things very quickly, and we want to make sure that there's never a gap between them having what they need to do the job so that everything gets done really well, like I said before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you want to add to that 5th system?
I
feel like I'm leaving something out. That's why I'm asking for Ryan's input on that.
Yeah, for the equipment, I think just knowing that there's a level of maintenance that each staff member is trained to, each of our team, that they understand that it needs upkeep, on a night-to-night basis. Mm-hmm. So that's another part of the system, is just getting that ownership in. That's another one of our core values, mm-hmm. is ownership. So taking ownership of the equipment like it's their own, mm-hmm. and just making sure it functions nicely, correctly for the next person that comes in, and it's also cleaned out and everything like that. So
that's great. Yeah.
And just like keeping the closets clean as well. Mm-hmm. It's all a part of the system.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And I guess the 5th system, just to add even more bonus material, mm-hmm. would be that the closet, when it comes to your cleaning program, the cleaning closet is the most important. The more organized, the more systematized your closet is, the more success that your entire program is going to have. That's, in our industry, the closet is where it starts.
It's true.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for that bonus material? So this one is my absolute favorite, and I know that Ryan is right there with me, and it is a monthly employee party. Just to say congratulations to the new hires and to bless the team and just make sure that they're having fun and are well taken care of. And we love that.
Yeah.
That is our most favorite part of doing this job. But you don't have to do the monthly party can be something as simple as we just open up our office, we provide food, and we just have a good time talking with each other and connecting and just telling great stories, laughing together. It really is it's a positive experience. And we've had highs where we've had most everybody on the team show up, and we've had lows where it's been just a few people, but we've always had someone here, and it really is it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And putting your team, really holding them in a high regard and taking care of them is so important to the success of your cleaning program.
I would totally agree.
Yes. Yeah. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that content. We don't have much more for you because we don't want to waste your time. We want to give you the most value that you can possibly get. And if you have any questions or comments to any of this information, please reach out to Ryan or to myself, and we would love to help you out and get you the cleaning solution that you need. And let me say too, if you've had a cleaning program and you're struggling with hiring, you're struggling with unifying the team, maybe there's a lot of negativity on the team and things are just not getting done, that doesn't make you look very good. You don't get to walk into a really clean and put together facility because you're always having to manage human beings that are just they're not on board with your program. They're not the right fit. Whatever, fill in the blank. We care about you. We want to make sure that you, the customer, are taken care of. You can always reach out to us. We'd love to help even give ways of unifying that team and making it a better experience for you. And if you're just plain tired of it, bring us in and let's get you a cleaning consultation that'll get you the solution that you deserve to make you look really good and make sure that your facility looks really good for your customers, your visitors, parents, grandparents, kids. Fill in the blank there as well. Yeah. Ryan, why don't you take us out?
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching the Best Iowa Cleaning Podcast, and have a great night.